Yoshi's Woolly World. Place like a game from the 90s. I would use that as the title, but unfortunately, many people would misconstrue that and think I'm slamming Yoshi's Woolly World, when this is probably one of the better platformers that has been available that is not from an indie studio. Good lord, how many more AAA companies actually make platformers anymore? I think Nintendo might be one of the only ones, besides some side game. No, this game is a full game release, and it retails as such. So if you do choose to purchase this game, you can get an amiibo with it, and it'll come in this nice little box here. And you can kind of get a preview of what amiibos are to come right down here. I'm not sure if all of these are confirmed, but if they have the art for them, I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, my daughter opened this up and ripped the case out a lot, but it's not such a big deal because in the end, this is the case that you need, and that big box wasn't anything special anyways. The art's slightly different on the front, so if you're kind of an aesthetic guy, you'll notice the difference. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the review. I'm going to start off by comparing this game to Yoshi's Island, as everybody wants it to be. Yes, there's been other games like Yoshi Story and the Yoshi games for the DS and 3DS, but we're really trying to compare this to Yoshi's Island, as that is the beloved game of the series. This game actually does stack up quite well to Yoshi's Island. It requires you to collect the same things, unlock the same things, and pretty much do the same things, just minus the annoying crying baby on your back the entire time. It's a basic game with a basic philosophy. Get from point A to point B, beating bad guys and solving puzzles as you go. Don't be fooled by the aesthetics and the childish presentation. Though this may be an easy game, there is classic mode and the option for an easier mode for those who are not up to the age at which they can speedrun Super Mario without dying once in 3 minutes. To be frank, I have to say I really appreciate the addition of no sweat mode because it takes a lot of pressure off of children, and having a child myself, I kinda understand that I would rather be able to play through the game without failing constantly to the point where I don't want to play it anymore, rather than being stuck on it forever and saying, well, I would have bought that game and I would have beaten it, but I couldn't ever get past a certain stage. So I'm very happy that they did include an easier mode for individuals that allows for an easier gameplay session. I'm trying not to spoil anything here, because really this game is all about playing through the levels individually, each one. This game did come with the Yoshi, as I stated before, and it gives you 2 times the Yoshis in each level. I don't really know how that radically affects the game. I haven't had an excessive amount of time to play this game. I've just been able to play a couple levels, a few boss fights, and that's about it. I can't say with, out of doubt, collectively, that this game would be the worst or the best thing ever, but seeing gameplay videos, playing it myself firsthand on the demo units, and owning it, I can tell you right now that it's probably going to be more of the same. Did you like level 1? Did you like the ending of the boss? Well, then you're probably going to like level 2, 3, 4, and those bosses as well. That's what this game does best. It forces you to solve the puzzles that the original Yoshi's Island game forced you to solve as well. Is there replay value? Is there potential in this game? Well, that's to be seen. And again, it really does come down to whether or not you want 100% every levels. Just like Yoshi's Island, you want to make sure that you can collect everything and get 100% on each level if you are a completionist. And this would be a completionist dream, because each level you are given a set of tasks to do, what to do, how to complete it, and it shows you, like, hey, you're missing this, go get it. And you know where it is in the level, or you can look it up and find it yourself. It's just dependent on you. Instead of the old style of Yoshi's Island, this game relies on a new graphical styling, which is pretty nice. Yarn. I don't know if you guys understood that or not. I mean, it's kind of in the title. Woolly, wool, yarn, get it? Anyways, the Kirby's Epic Yarn kind of style flows over into this, but it's a lot more refined here. When it was introduced in Kirby's Epic Yarn, it was a bit sloppy-ish. There's no doubt that that styling wasn't awesome. It was cool, it was new, unique, it's innovation, I like it. But this styling is pretty cool too. The controls are really amazing for it, so it's a dream to look around and see everything the developers put into it. You're never going to feel like it's just out of the way and it's not fun to sit here and go off the beaten path and things of that nature. You can use a variation of several different controllers. On the back here you can see the type of controllers you can use, but pretty obvious. It even lets you use a old Wii controller that you can plug into your Wiimote, which is very nice because the Wii U controller is extremely expensive, even still today, ranging about $40 to $50. I mean, you could buy the game for that price. It's quite expensive for a controller. Well, a controller you don't need since it works with the Wii U gamepad. Sound-wise, top-notch. What you'd come to expect from a Yoshi game, but, you know, if you don't like the whole and noises like that, you might not like the sound effects that much. Overall gameplay and presentation, I definitely give it a 10 out of 10. They knocked it out of the park. Whoever did the graphic stylings, man, you're top notch. This is awesome. This is a fun game to play, and that's the whole point of this review. It's not a comprehensive review. How long are you going to replay this game? Are you getting your money's worth? It's more like, is this game actually going to be a fun time for you to play? Or is this some bullshit that Nintendo shoveled out for babies with pacifiers? Well, that's what most people thought when the original Yoshi's Island came out. Oh, this is for children, right? But then they were pleasantly surprised and treated to one of the best platformers that there were on the Super Nintendo. And this follows in its footsteps, blazing the path for platformers in the future. Well, at least hopefully. Even though most companies don't make platformers, at least at the AAA price, it's a hard sale, to say the least. So, do you like platformers? Do you like Yoshi? Do you like silly, fun games and having fun? Well, then, if the answer is yes, then you need to pick up Yoshi's Woolly World. It's a good adventure, it's fun, and if my 6-year-old can play through it and beat it, then I certainly hope anyone else can as well. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. And leave a like down below if you enjoyed this review, and let me know what you thought of this game.
And now, the important decision of joining the Maverick Rebellion. We are a tight group of individuals who rebel against stereotypes and greater evils that are commonly accepted. ISPs, children being conned out of games, sexism in video games, enough is enough, and the Mavericks have had it. If you choose to subscribe, or stay subscribed, you are joining the fight against injustice by watching my numerous video topics. From net neutrality to publishers covering up botched releases, the Mavericks are always informed on the issues plaguing your gaming experience today. So don't be left out in the cold, and don't let those people keep you down. Join the Maverick Rebellion today and become a member of the community that will listen and engage with you. What are you waiting for? Just click subscribe and you'll be in good company. Mavericks unite!